Hey, what you say, everybody? It's DJ Mo D here from WhatChuSayRadio. Appreciate y'all always tuning in, locking it in with me. And happy TBT Throwback Thursday. It is October 2nd. We are in October. And if you are in stocks or crypto, some people call it Uptober, as historically the prices have moved up towards the upside during the month of October. However, we're going to get into that. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe to the page, and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I drop content just like this right here. Again, good morning to you. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. And in this video, we are going to do a crypto market update as we are now in October. And we've turned the page on September, which wasn't the best of months to me, in my opinion, for crypto. Uh, Price action wise, let me phrase that correctly. Price action wise, it was nothing exciting in the price action of crypto for September. But news wise, all the great stories and all the good adoption, regulation, things like that, the fundamentals of crypto, that that had a good month of September, and I expect that to continue going forward as further adoption, regulation continues with crypto. And so let's see in the month of October if it's Uptober and the price action can match all the fundamentals and the things that are happening behind the scenes with crypto. But let's get into it, y'all. You know how we do it. We go into coinmarketcap.com and we're going to take a look at the crypto market and see how we're doing since the other day when we last took a look at it. All right, so here we are. You can look this up yourself. The site is coinmarketcap.com. As you can see right now, the market cap, man, we are up over 4 million again. Remember a couple of days ago, September closing out, we were 3.8 trillion. We were under 4 trillion. Well, look what's happened already. Second day of October, and we are back over $4 trillion, y'all. Man, I mean, we need a big hand clap there. Now, the thing is maintaining and staying over 4 trillion and pushing up higher. Because again, the more money that comes into crypto, the more money investors like myself and you and everybody else are making. All right. So the fear and greed index, look where we're at. We were in the 30s, the high 30s, in the fearful area, in the orange area. Look where we're at now, y'all. Couple of days later, we are at 51. We are sitting neutral in the middle zone with the fear and greed index, meaning that tells me some people have been buying over the last couple of days. All right, specifically yesterday and today, because September we did a closeout on September. We were in the 30s, so that tells me fear has come down for now. For now, that is, as price action with the market cap has risen. See that? Market cap is more money is flowing into crypto, and the fear has subsided somewhat. So, you know, these are factors to look at and get the overall big picture of what's happening in crypto. That's right, what's happening. All right, the RSI is at 59. Look where we're at, y'all. We were average. Remember? We were in the 50 range. We were right there in the middle between oversold and overbought. Look how we're trending up into the overbought area. We're at 59 right now. So we're not actually overbought, but we're trending towards that way. So everything right now, as far as the first 2 days, we're looking up. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has made it up to 118 almost. It did make 119 yesterday. So we're sitting at about 119,000 right now. Remember what we talked about closing out September, that we wanted to get back over the $120,000 mark and to keep pushing forward. Well, look, we're already, almost there to 120. Good signs. Ethereum is at 4,367. We just got back over 4,000 the other day, so we pushed up another 300, almost $300 over the last couple of days. XRP is at $2.96 a coin. Solana is 223, pushing up. Dogecoin, remember it was 23 cents. Right now, it's 25 cents for a small cap, for a small coin, that is, with a little price action. 2 cents, moving up 2 cents is major for Dogecoin, moving up over the last couple of days. ADA, Cardano, is currently at 83 cents. Chainlink is at $22.06 right now. SUI is at $3.50. AVAX is at $29.72, trying to fight back. It got briefly at right at $30, I think, yesterday. And so it's pulled back just a little bit to 29 where it was in to close out September. Let's take a look at Tau. BitTensor is at $314. Remember, it was at the $300 level, closing out September. So we're up like $14 there with BitTensor. Even Ondo, remember Ondo, we were at 88, 89 cents. Right now, Ondo is sitting at 93 cents. So about a 4 or 5 cent tick up in Ondo over the last couple of days. So with that being said, looking at everything in the crypto markets, everything is trending upwards right now. So are we actually getting that up timber? I think we're headed in the right direction right now, but you got to keep in mind there's something called fake out breakouts. And if you don't know what that is, sometimes the market movers, the market makers will fake us out to make it seem as if the markets are heading in the right direction, going up, and we're just getting ready to take off and launch off. And this is where it creates a lot of fear of people missing the boat. They're scared to miss the boat, so they start piling in and start buying as the crypto or stocks are moving up. Well, then what they do is a day or two later, they slam on the brakes and turn it in reverse and start sending the train back in reverse. And then people are fearful. So then they sell back out of their positions, right? They're again trying to shake you out. So this is what is called a fake out breakout. So the next couple of days are going to tell us if we're in a fake out or actually a breakout or a fake out breakout, right? So keep that in mind. Put that in the back of your mind when it comes to investing, fake out breakouts. All right. Let's look at a couple of things that are going on in the news, and then we'll close this video out. Didn't want to keep it long, and I want y'all to remember that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Everything that I've been saying in this video and say in this video is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any cryptos or stocks. This is just for education and entertainment purposes only. You do with the information that whatever you want to. All right. So I'm just here to bring you the news, bring you the information. And with that being said, let's get into the news. Right now, Tether just recently mints $2 billion in USDT on Ethereum. Again, we've been getting great news in September, August, July, and here we are. The price action, kind of subsided a little bit in September, but the great news is still pumping in for crypto. And things like this right here, $2 billion in USDT stablecoin on Ethereum. Man, that is major, major. Aether, $344 million digital asset. This is one you might want to keep on your watch list here. Right now it's trading on in the crypto market for about 5 cents a coin right now. And so it says history was made with the launch of $344 million Aether, ATH, a digital asset treasury announced by Predictive Oncology on the last or 29th of September. For the first time, NASDAQ, let me see this. Let me go into this. So for the first time, a NASDAQ listed company has introduced a strategic compute reserve, giving institutions, innovators, and investors access to compute a new asset class. Why does it matter? Because GPUs, we've been talking about GPUs. We talked about GPUs with APLD yesterday, right? Remember APLD, the stock that I bought to everybody and said put on your watch list because GPUs have become the most competitive resource of our time from training frontier models to running billions of inferences daily. Compute is the backbone of AI growth. Remember APLD, AI, and crypto play. Yet access is scarce, costly, and tightly controlled. All right, so that's a little bit about Aether. Check it out. Do your research. Do your due diligence on the coin. Again, it's around 5 cents per coin. Um, let's see. Sui Group launches the first Sui native stable coin. There's that word, stable coins. And I'm gonna do a video talking about stable coins, kind of explaining what they are. Um, and I talked to my wife the other day and kind of was explaining it to her that stable coins and how what their relationship is to the US dollar. So if you hear stable coin, you think anything matching the US dollar. So if it's a stable coin, it's cryptocurrency. And so it's going to match the US dollar, dollar for dollar, right? So basically what they're doing here, and I don't want to go too deep into this, is back with Tether announcing they have a 2 billion USDT on Ethereum. So dollar for dollar, they got 2 billion dollars of US dollars on Ethereum through the USDT coin, which is Tether's coin. Follow? Again, I don't want to confuse anybody in this video. I'll make a separate video kind of trying to explain, uh, excuse me, in more detail what stable coins are. And then we'll close it out with just in JP Morgan, not only JP Morgan, one of the biggest banks in the world, but also Citigroup, one of the biggest banks in the world. They both have come out in the last 24 hours. And I want to look at y'all when I say this. Both of these institutions, these large bank institutions, have come out in the last 24 hours, or news has been put out that they feel Bitcoin is undervalued. Think about that. JP Morgan, Citibank, last 24 hours say is undervalued currently at 118, $19,000, right? Man, that holds weight. JP Morgan, no, I'm sorry, Citibank even goes as far as to say that Bitcoin within the next 12 months should be around $181,000. $181,000. So we're sitting at 119, we'll just say 120 because we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there real soon. They're projecting that within the next 12 months that Bitcoin is going to be go up $60,000 more per coin. That's major, y'all. That's major. And again, all of this, the market makers, market makers, the market movers, you got to think about why they put stuff in the air. They could have said this last month when, remember, Bitcoin dropped back below around 107, $108,000. They didn't make any prediction like this. All of a sudden, we're in October or Uptober, as it's called, and now news is coming out, and they're uh, coming out with valuations and forecasts and estimates that it could go $60,000 higher. There's a reason why they're saying that. There's a reason why the news is coming out. All things are pointing up in crypto. And so that's what I want to leave y'all with. I hope that you're invested. Um, you've had a pretty good opportunity, I would say, this whole year because the altcoin season hasn't really taken off. You've had a golden opportunity to accumulate. And I'll say this, I'll go as far as to say this, even if you haven't gotten in yet, why are you waiting? Why not start today? These are the questions I want you to ask yourself. What are you waiting for? It's never too late. It's never too late for anything. Everything happens on time, on God's time. And I won't apologize for getting a little spiritual. Everything happens on God's time. You just got to listen. You got to hear him. right? So um, we're changing our financial system, our financial processes, money, the way we deal with money. It's changing, just like vehicles, cars are changing. We got electric vehicles everywhere, but we didn't have electric vehicles, 20 some 25 some years ago. Not like that on the streets, you know. We didn't have internet like we have internet today, 25 years ago. Remember we had the modems, uh, those noisy modems in the early 2000s and routers and dial-up connection where you use your phone line for the internet. Now everything is like fiber optic. Everything's Wi-Fi as far as uh, Bluetooth connected to the internet. Everything changes, y'all. And so Web3 is also something that's in the process of growing and changing. And what that is the way the new form of the internet, Web3. Might want to look and do some research into Web3. I say all that to say this, man, we are always changing. And I don't want to, I don't ever want to be, this is for me, my opinion, I don't ever want to feel left behind. I don't want to be feel left behind. And so that's why I stay up on the new things and what's going on, what's trending, um, technology wise, financially wise in our world. So that's my suggestion, and to you is to observe the world around us, observe everything that's going on. You know, don't be fearful for change. Change is good. Change is good. Is it bad sometimes? Yeah, but change for the most part is good. And sometimes you got to be willing to make that change. A lot of people aren't willing to make that change, and they get stuck and left behind. I encourage you to adopt change, accept change, do your due diligence, do your due research, and give yourself a chance. And so, with that being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm gonna keep you informed as possible as I can here on What You Say Radio. Again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the page, share this video with somebody who may not be investing right now, is thinking about investing. Because this is the way, y'all. This is the way. And I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying my growth in this space. And everybody have a great Thursday. I have old school music. It's TBT Throwback Thursday at www.whatchusayradios.com. Go there and you can listen to some jams, some old school jams. Let me get back in my microphone. You can go listen to the old school jams at www.whatchusayradios.com. I appreciate everybody tuning in, locking it in. This is DJ Mo D signing out. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace. I'm out. What you say?